course, who now is embroiled in his own scandal. Were you surprised at all by what came out?
Very surprised. You know, he was picked to be the speaker. Ironically, of course, he was picked to be the speaker to preside over the impeachment of Bill Clinton for sexual impropriety for having had sex with an intern who was much older than the high school student with whom he apparently had sex. Because I say that because he hadn't denied it, so I don't think there's any reason now to treat this as a mere allegation. And as far as anyone could tell, he'd lived a very kind of quiet life. As far as the gay angle, and obviously there was a gay sex angle here, if you'd asked me back then to list the 10 people least likely to have been engaged in gay sexual activity, it would have been him. I do want to stress, and I'm a little bit troubled that people are kind of sensationalizing this because it was a same-sex relationship. The problem here was that he was a teacher, apparently, according to this guy now, imposing himself on an unwilling student. The fact that it was two guys shouldn't be an issue.
From what I've seen, I feel like it's the predatory nature of the relationship that people focus on.
What does the gay issue relevant is that Dennis Hastert not only presided over the impeachment of Bill Clinton for sexual improprieties, along with Newt Gingrich, who at that point was sleeping with his third wife-to-be, cheating on his second wife, with whom he cheated on his first wife, and then Bob Livingston, who had to step aside because he was sleeping with a lobbyist. And then these people get together to impeach Bill Clinton, who looks like almost a virgin in that crowd. But the other thing is that Dennis Hastert, as Speaker, twice tried to get the House to pass a constitutional amendment that would have banned same-sex marriage. In fact, retroactively would have canceled marriages that had been happening in Massachusetts. So when someone who himself has engaged in same-sex activity then uses his position of great power to try to penalize other people who are doing that, that's the kind of hypocrisy that should be penalized.